Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is evening time, talking about the Tales of Wedding Rings, an 18 plus show. Yes, an 18 plus show to talk about it on a nightly scale basis. Normally, Tales of Wedding Rings covers in the morning, and I couldn't get a chance to cover it because I was at work. But since I got a chance to watch it, I gotta say, I'm impressed. You know, this episode of Tales of Wedding Rings just showed you something. Not only the power of love wipes every nation, if possible, but the Tales of Wedding Rings showed you that all the four princes have put in so much work. This whole episodes of training montage arcs, confessions, the Satou lead us to the battle if these four princes can put on a show. And they have. I think Nefertiti is the best well-developed princess out of the five. Sorry. Me personally, I believe that. Now, this is an episode where we can know the truth. The truth behind the Abyss King. The truth behind the truth of the power of darkness. The truth behind every bit of fiber that we have in this episode. And it's like the Avengers, giving us exactly what we wanted. Every hero is assembling for this final battle against the darkness. So without further ado, everyone, let's get right to an episode 12 review of Tales of Wedding Rings Season 2. Season 2, Episode 12, yeah. Okay, so this episode showed us that the power of love strikes and defined everything you want. Sorry about this. Also, I got the bleach. I'm playing Fortnite bleach skin. Anyway, this episode, Tales of Wedding Rings, showed us the power of love works. Everybody knows that the power of love in the Tales of Wedding Rings makes people go stronger. Throughout the episodes, we've seen training arcs of every girl putting so much training effort to prove that they're willing to do everything they can for Satou. First off, Granard. Granard's facing the former Fire Princess, and she's kicking ass. She come a long way. Not just being the muscle of the group, but showing more side of her other side of courage, her other side of, not being the egoist. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. She has stepped up. Nefertiti. I love Nefertiti. Let me tell you something about Nefertiti. Of all the elf girls in anime, she is top 3 hottest elf in anime. I'm sorry. It gotta be said. She's even hotter than the elf from Goblin Slayer. But that's a different subject in another way. Nefertiti's got the best development in the Tales of Wedding Rings. Think about it. She went from a shut-in character, blaming everything on herself, blaming her parents' death. She wanted to go outside, kiss Satou, got the ring, go outside, experience the outside world, and pulling every motivation to get close to Satou, and she well-developed, a proven Hime and Satou's relationship. In fact, Nefertiti is going to do some crazy shit with Satou that I know was going to happen, and I know what's going to happen, and I know what's going to happen. But again, from that to becoming the wisdom of the group, studying knowledge of books and whatnot, and she's able to use her wind power more effectively. She is now, Black Clover-ish level of wind power. Saphir, not being selected as the water princess, but she kind of put up a show with her Leviathan scale. I mean, putting off the strong power of water in her humanoid form, taking down a beast-like hyper Leviathan. She has stepped up. She whip-smacked that Leviathan. And then it's Amber, the dwarves, the android herself. She's a badass. Oh my gosh, she's a badass. Especially one part of the episode, in this episode, where she broke character. I'm talking about, Amber has always been the quiet girl. Amber has always been quiet, not showing emotions, that kind of thing. But in this episode, when the Satou gets captured by the darkness, she just literally breaking character, I'm gonna protect. She's literally showing emotions. That right there is development. He-May, on the other hand, He-May didn't really, He-May in this episode didn't really like, you would have think like, okay, she's a princess of light. We're going to see some fighting. We not. Dialogue is going to be what's going to be the strong suit in this one. And it's like the power of friendship and love in this one, kind of like a fairy tale vibe. You're going to see it. Now, Satou, my boy. I read one of the comments last week when I did a review on this one, and I said, damn it, I wish I was Satou. I'm not taking back what I said. I am not taking back what I said. Damn it, Satou, I wish I was you. I wish I was Satou, guys. Just think about it. One, he wasn't chosen to be the Ring King. He just sent to another world, being as the Ring King. You know what I mean? It wasn't like he's handed to him like, here's the Ring King. Oh, you chose. No. But still, he got to another world, got the ring. Now you got to marry all 5 princesses, and you got He-May's sister Morion on the side. But still, and you get an action from He-May. And I know you're going to get action from the other 4 princesses because I know you will. But again, I can't hate him. I can't hate the lifestyle that he's having right now. Yeah, he's human. Yeah, he doesn't have sword strength like that. Yeah, he's not like a guy with special needs, special problems, but still, he doesn't have like a special gift. But still, this is a guy, just a regular, average guy in another world with harems. Damn it. He's one of many MCs who has no powers, ended up in a freaking harem. Like, you can't make this stuff up. You really can't make this stuff up. He doesn't have a gift, but he's like, you know? So he's facing off the Abyss King. Difficult situation. Hands down, difficult situation. And he really did some work in this one. We can't hate him. He really did some work. So much so that he took the guy's mask off and they he was human. The Abyss King was human. Now, I'm not surprised. I gotta be honest with you, I wasn't that surprised. Because how is he challenging how is he making all these other princesses fight? It's because he was human. So, and I do like the antagonistic flow of this episode, showing us more about the Abyss King and the former Ring King. It showed us how it all happens in this one. I do like the antagonistic way plotting the protagonist Satou to join the darkness. And that's how these princesses are doing. Forcing the darkness join. It's like come over to the dark side vibe, you know? Now, and then the Abyss consuming Satou to a point where kind of dangerous to see it. Like, Satou losing an arm, like losing a freaking hand like some Naruto-ness. You know how like Sasuke lost a hand like that, cut. That's the same thing with Satou's face. Satou's feeling like kind of like my hand. Yo, I was like, damn. I'm like, damn, that really good. I was shocked. Oh my God. But they were trying to, now while he's facing in that circle of abyss, other characters, the princesses, was trying to figure out a way to go inside the abyss and save Satou. One thing I like about this was that they played the first opening of Tales of Wedding Rings. If you listen to the first opening of Tales of Wedding Rings, they were playing it the end. And there were some good moments we got to see. We got to see Garnard with her family, with her mom and dad working together, some family trio going on. I love it. You got to see Nefertiti's brother being all like Yuri from Spy X Family, you know, like that. She always try to be like the dowdiest of sisters. She's like, don't you dare hurt my sister. Where are you, Nefertiti? And Nefertiti's like, I'm right here. You know, you do like that. And then you got everyone's liking Sapphire and everyone's praising Amber because they see the technology that Amber has. It's like, again, the Avengers, the elves, the water dragons, the Grunners, the Half-Elves, every nation has come together to stop the darkness. I give props for them playing the opening one of Tales of Wedding Ring, because it just showed you that this is coming to an end. And I love that. Now, as far as He-May is concerned, He-May is trying to help this other princess find ways to get into the light, not the darkness. Yeah, I get it. We haven't seen her doing anything much, like, physical action, but this is her way of showing her there's light. There's actual light in the blink of the abyss. But overall, though, next week, this episode was really good. It just shows you more of the protagonist story, giving us full details of everything we need to know about this. Next week is the last episode of Tales of Wedding Rings. And I, for one, am going to be sad it's going to be gone. Yeah, I get it. Next year is already the kicks off of next year. Next year, we got a lot of season 2 shows returning, especially Hell's Paradise, JJK. I get it. We're getting a lot of new returning shows. But towards the end of December, we're going to miss a lot of great shows. And tomorrow, I'm covering Uma Musume Cinderella Grey, which is going to be down as one of the best sports anime of all time. I'm going to be waking up in the morning to discuss that with you guys. So thank you. Hit the subscribe button if you want to. Hit the subscribe button if you really want to see my reaction, thoughts of all the other shows. In fact, there's a show that I've watched last night. I didn't get a chance to cover it, but after binge watching it, I'm really going to talk about it. A show that I should have covered, but that probably this week or so. But again, thank you for watching my review of Tales of Wedding Rings. I look forward for next week's episode, the conclusion of the episode. It's going to be sad to see this, so go. Hopefully season 3 comes. Hopefully. Thank you for watching.